My name is Maitri Patel and I am a registered nurse of India, Canada and as well as USA. Today we are going to discuss about the procedure like how we get our RN license from these different countries. So this is my friend. Hello.
Hello, I am Priyashi Bhakta. I also completed my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from India, and I also have license of India, United States and Canada.
Okay. Priyashi, then can you please tell me a little bit more about your educational background, like from the beginning, like what you studied and how you got your RN license?
Okay, so I completed my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from India. After completion of my bachelor's degree, I started preparation for the NCLEX-RN class, that is registered nurse class, and this NCLEX-RN exam is acceptable in 3 countries, that is United States, Canada and Australia. So one exam you need to give which is eligible in all 3 countries, and you can work in all 3 countries based on this license if you applied and if you clear this exam and you have the license. But the process are different for all 3 countries. So after taking the course of NCLEX-RN, first you need to show that you are eligible to pass that exam in any other country. So I applied for United States. So you have requirements, like according to the particular states you need to fulfill the requirements. So I applied for the Illinois Board of Nursing. So you need to apply for IDFPR for Illinois Board of Nursing. So you need to send all your documents like transcripts, bachelor's degree and all these documents to the Illinois Board of Nursing. So they'll give you the eligibility for the exam. It takes a process around 2 to 3 months to give you the eligibility. And after you get the eligibility, they will give you the ATT form. That is a form like aptitude test, like you can get the eligibility exam form. So after this eligibility forms gives you like around 6 months. So around 6 months you need to pass your NCLEX-RN exam after getting the ATT form. So after getting the form, you have eligible in 6 months you need to give the NCLEX-RN exam. So after giving the exam, like after 2 days, that is in 2 days you will get the online result, not in paper form, like not exact, but you will get your result in 2 days. But actual result in paper form you will get it after a month. So for that also, after you pass the exam, they'll let you know. So for that also you need to send you need to pay some registration fees for getting the license too. After 1 month after you get the exam result, if you are passed, so after 1 month you'll get your license of United States. So this is a process of United States. After getting the eligibility, you need to give the exam. After giving the exam, they'll let you know and you need to pay the registration fees and they will issue the license for you.
And one thing I want to make sure, like add in this Priyashi conversation, like there are the 3 bodies. One is AFRA, it's working for Australia. If you are going to apply through AFRA, then you got your eligibility like your ATT within 2 months. If you are going to apply with the ERES, it is from USA, then you get your eligibility within 4 months. And if you are going through the CGFNS, then you will get your eligibility within 9 to 10 months. And the ERES is like valid in like 10 states of US, and the CGFNS is valid in all 50 states. It doesn't mean like if you give ERES and then you will not, if you are living in other like province of the US where the ERES is not valid, so you can transfer your credential from ERES to CGFNS, but it will take some time, like 6 month duration, I guess so. And other thing is like Priyashi, you got your RN license like from Canada too.
Yeah.
So how you will get your how you got your RN license from here?
So before I came to Canada, before September 2023, before coming to Canada, I already applied for the NNAS process, which is a Canadian regulatory bodies which gives you eligibility. Like every internationally educated nurse, if you want to get a license in the Canada, you need to apply for the NNAS. So you need to submit your documents to the NNAS, like ID documents, notarized ID documents you need to submit, and all your transcripts from the college you need to submit, because they'll let us know our eligibility. So this process took me around for 1 month, because before coming to Canada I already submitted my documents. So, and after submitting all the NNAS documents, after 1 month I got the eligibility for this Ontario province license. So the other thing, after I got my NNS report, they give you the report, eligibility report. After I got my report, I applied for the CNO, that is College of Nurses of Ontario. So because I wanted to take my license of Ontario province. So after applying to the CNO, they have like particular requirements for that. If you fulfill all the requirements, they'll give you the license. So requirements are like evidence of practice. This is very important, evidence of practice, because you don't meet this eligibility, they won't give you the license. In evidence of practice, it is like that if you have completed your bachelor's degree around, that is, I can tell
3 years.
Yeah, within 3 years you need to show your evidence of practice. Like, take the example, I completed my bachelor's degree in end of 2020. Okay, so you need, like, within 3 years you can apply to the CNO. If you are not working, still you can apply to the CNO, because like I gave in 2020, end of 2020, so 21, 22 and 23, up to 23 I am eligible to get my license in CNO if I have not practiced anywhere in India. So this is like, it processes like that. But if it is extended before more than 3 years, you need to show the practice, like you have practiced somewhere. So you will be not eligible for that if you are not practicing 3 years. So if it is within 3 years, they'll give you the eligibility, because you already completed whole bachelor's of science in nursing. So they will give you the eligibility of practice and it is accepted. The second one is language proficiency. Language proficiency is like you need to show your any English proficiency results. And other thing is, if you are already in Canada, you can show if you are working in any healthcare background in Canada, anywhere if you are working, you can let the where you are working, you can tell the management system or any other healthcare professionals to fill that form for you. So same thing which I did. I was working as a personal support worker in the starting, and I told my registered nurse where I was working to fill my language proficiency form. So in that way also it can get accepted. And now they have many forms like which you can get the eligibility for language proficiency. Recently they have added that forms before 1 year. So that way is also possible if you don't want to give any English proficiency exam. And the third one is jurisprudence exam, which is an like Ontario province exam which everyone needs to give if you want to get eligible for the license. Like they mostly includes a code of conduct, scope of practice of nursing related to, like, that is, you can tell what are the rules and regulations mostly they practice in the Ontario regarding to the nursing professions or any healthcare professions. So that is jurisprudence exam.
And it is a open book exam.
Yeah, that is open book exam.
Yeah.
You need to give it online.
And like if we get like if for example, if I paid for my jurisprudence exam, then I have to give that exam within 30 days of duration.
In 30 days you need to give that exam after you pay the fees. The other eligibility criteria is criminal record check. You need to go for your criminal record check too if you want to be eligible for the CNO license, because it is one criteria for the CNO. So you need online process, that is also online process. They'll give you the information and you need to go for the criminal record check. It can be online too and it can be in person too. But in person you need to go to the Canada Post and submit your ID, whichever ID you have. So they'll do your criminal background check according to. And the one more process is there, wherever you have registered yourself, like before I was having the license of United States, so you need to verify your license from there too. So I also verified my license for the Illinois Board of Nursing before applying here. So you need to do the registration verification of license too if you want to do practice here, because they'll know that you are already registered there. So you need to verify your license with any other countries which you have already registered, like which you already have the license of registered nurse of any other country. So you need to verify that license too. So these are the eligibility to get the CNO license. So if you meet all the requirements, then you are like if you fulfill all your requirements, you will get the CNO license. So that for me it took 1 month, but it depends. Most of the people are taking 1 year to someone it gets 1 month, someone it gets completed in 2 months. Like for her it took more.
Yeah, for me it took like 4 months, because I got my US license, and like unfortunately they didn't send any verification of my license to CNO, so it took like more than 2 months to fulfill that requirement.
But it depends. If you submit all your documents, they'll do your process easily. But if you don't do, that is going to take time. It is time
Yeah.
consuming. So time consuming, but the output is good.
Yeah.
Because we know the output is going to be good. So like you need to pay more too.
Yeah.
Frankly telling, you really need to pay more too. Because you won't imagine you need to do both country process. US process you need to do from the starting, because you need to submit all your documents, study documents, and verify your documents. And if you're going to start your process in Canada, you need to submit all your documents.
Yeah.
And start the process. Then only you will get your license. But after getting license, you will be really happy.
Yeah, and
The
like,
output is good.
yeah, and according to our perspective, like it's better to first get a US license and then transfer to Canada. And if you are going to like directly apply through Canada, then it takes you 3 to 4 years to get your
Yeah, that is
license.
more.
But if you are going to like apply for like US and then transfer to Canada, then it will take around like 6 months to 1 year. So that will be better.
Yeah, and Australia take less time than US too.
Yeah.
AFRA takes less time. They give you eligibility earlier
Yeah.
as compared to United States.
And like the one thing in Canada is like we got amazed after knowing that thing, and it's like that for internationally educated nurse, the like Canadian government do reimbursement of the fees, like whichever amount
Yeah.
we are going to pay to Canadian government for getting our license, they are going to reimburse us. So that's the important thing.
Yeah, but it is there for 2023 only. We don't know before, after 2023 if it is going to be possible. But 2023, whoever internationally educated nurse who had applied for the license after
Yeah.
COVID, so they have that policy that they will reimburse all the fees.
Yeah.
Whatever eligibility fees we paid and every registration fees, initial registration fees. Yeah.
Okay, now can you tell me about like how much cost it's like you paid to get your license?
Okay, for United States, it was around like 2,50,000 for me, like from starting the coaching fees and overall, I got my license on my hand. So it is around 2,50,000 in Indian rupees, okay? And Canadian, you can call it is around 2 lakhs, like for starting your NNS process and getting your license overall by paying the registration fees. So overall, it can be, for combining, you can tell it is around 5 lakhs for doing the process. But it is worth it, because you know, after you'll get your license, you'll be happy, because you know eventually you are going to earn more, and this profession is really in need in Canada, and you'll be valued more. The one thing I liked is you'll be valued more. Whichever work you are doing, it will be valued. So you'll be really happy after completing this license.
Yeah.
And it is worth it.
And like we got a package of, after getting our RN license here in the Canada, we got a package of like 70,000 to 80,000 Canadian dollars, and it's a minimum salary, like starting salary of RN. So if you got a if you'll get a experience in that field, then you will earn more. And the per, if I am going to tell about like per hour, then it is 35 per hour. RN are like currently
Starting.
RN, yeah, RN is earning like that amount, but like I don't know about the future. So here the RN are the most demanded job. So
In healthcare.
you can earn so much money. So it is worth it to pay all that fees.
Yeah, and if you really need help regarding any process or anything regarding like how to get the registered nurse license of US or Canada, you can really keep it in the comment and ask us. We are really ready to help you people, because we know that is very demanding job and people really need this.
And we already did that process, or we are familiar with that thing. So we will help you in that.
Yeah, and if you like our video, please like, comment and
Share
subscribe.
and subscribe. Yeah.
Thank you.